My mom is always forcing pieces that simply don't fit. It's kind of impressive, actually. She genuinely believes that if she presses hard enough, that piece will belong. This may be harmless with a puzzle, but forcing pieces to fit is probably not a great idea in life. And so today, I want to talk about what forcing actually costs you and what it feels like when you finally let go. Welcome to Piece by Piece. I'm Brian, and this channel is all about rebuilding when life falls apart. Each episode, I work on a puzzle, and we talk about one aspect of rebuilding. Today, we're working on a mosaic. It's a sunset over the water, built out of hundreds of tiny little shards. And I chose this one on purpose because if you look at it, it seems like there's going to be a whole lot of opportunities to try and force pieces to fit together. I mean, look at all of these. So many pieces close enough in shape, close enough in color. It seems like it's going to be genuinely difficult to tell, is this a piece that belongs here? Or is this just a piece that's close enough? And that's the entire episode, actually. Because I think a lot of us do have pieces in our lives that are just like this. A relationship, a plan, a version of your life. And we're pretty sure that it belongs somewhere. So we push and we wedge it in until it fits. And it looks like it's holding for now. Some of us do believe that if we push hard enough, persevere, muscle it long enough, sincerely enough, that eventually it'll all just come together. But that belief does have a cost. And on the other side of it, there is a relief that many people simply never get to experience. And that's the relief of letting something go. I've done this a lot, actually, forcing things. Not with puzzles, but with my life. There is a well-documented trap called the escalation of commitment. You may know it by its more common name, the sunk cost fallacy. The idea is actually pretty simple. The more that you've put into something, the harder it becomes to walk away from it. Even after staying costs you more than leaving would. The investment itself becomes the reason that you can't stop. And it's not that forcing it is actually working, it's only that you've already paid so much to make it work. Barry Stahl, the psychologist who did a lot of the original research on this subject, came to a conclusion that was fairly counterintuitive. And that is that it's often the most capable and committed people who fall so hard into this fallacy. And that's because quitting doesn't just mean losing the thing. It means that you're admitting that the investment may have been wrong to begin with. And that is often far more difficult than just trying one more time. I had a family that I loved, working a career that I loved, in a city that I loved. And when everything started to fall apart, I did exactly what this research describes. I strategized, adjusted, tended to it, repositioned things. I took hit after hit after hit and convinced myself that the next adjustment would finally be the one that could win the day. And that's just when it was still all under my control, because what followed all of that unraveling was way beyond my control. And that's the part that I had trouble accepting, letting go of. When my family fell apart because my marriage ended and my career came crashing down, forcing pieces to fit didn't stop. It just changed targets. For about 9 months, I did everything that I could think of to get a single conversation with anybody. I wrote letters, sent some of them, But there were plenty that I never even mailed off. I wrote journals to people, sent gifts, made phone calls, sent emails, texts, anything that might open a door. But what I didn't understand until much later was that I wasn't really trying to get my old life back. I knew already, somewhere deep inside me, that that life was gone. But what I actually needed was for someone, anyone, to look at me and to confirm that I still mattered. Brené Brown has written about this directly. You cannot outsource your worth to someone else's willingness to answer. When you're asking someone to prove you're valuable, you've already handed them a job that was never theirs to do. This broke me. I felt worthless because the people that I needed an answer from weren't giving me one, and I mistook their silence for a verdict. I do want to pause for a second and talk because my mom and I have done a lot of puzzles together. And without fail, every single time, she'll take a piece that she thinks should fit and she forces it in. She's not cheating, she genuinely believes it every single time. And every time we do a puzzle, there's a small collection of pieces that are left over that have no place to go. Because 3 sections back, a piece got jammed that didn't belong. And at that point, we have to go back through the entire puzzle looking for the pieces that don't fit. That is a microcosm of what we're talking about today. Forcing something to fit into your life may not be a catastrophic failure right off the bat, but it will fail eventually. Somewhere else or with someone else. And you will likely have to go back and dig up where that piece was jammed in the first place. Somewhere in the middle of that season, where I was trying to force everything back together, there were 2 letters, one that I sent and one that I received, that changed my outlook on everything. The first was a letter that I received from the organization that I'd given nearly 20 years of my life to. It was standardized, boilerplate, a form letter. It arrived because a date had passed and a box needed checking. Not because anybody cared. Not because anybody decided they needed to reach out to me. That letter told me, without actually saying it outright, that I no longer mattered to them. That I was nothing more than a data point. That closure was handed to me. I didn't choose it, I just received it. The second letter I wrote myself, as a goodbye, to a person that I loved more than anything else in the world, knowing that they would likely never read it, knowing that it sincerely would not change a thing. Viktor Frankl wrote, "Though you may not be able to change an outcome, you can always choose how you end it." That's what this letter was. After months of trying to force an outcome, after trying to wedge and muscle a piece into place, I decided that I would choose my own ending. One that would still demonstrate honor and value and love in spite of circumstances. I won't go over what I wrote, that's private. But I do remember what it felt like to put that pen down after finishing that letter. It was freeing, because for the first time in nearly a year, I wasn't waiting on anyone else's answers. I had closure. So as usual, there's a practical exercise. I'd like you to write a letter and not send it. It could be to a loved one who passed away, or a marriage or relationship that ended. It could be to that dream job or career you've been shooting for, or to a version of your life that you were hoping you could get back to. It really doesn't matter to who or to what that you're writing it to. What matters is that you say goodbye, and that you write an ending instead of waiting for one. You don't have to send it. You don't even have to keep it. But rather than trying to force things into place, sometimes it's just best to let it go. Remember the sunk cost trap from earlier? The idea that the more you've already paid, the harder it is to stop paying? This is a practical version of that. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do isn't the move that honors what you've already invested. It's the one that stops the bleeding. Today's idea came from watching my mom try to force a piece into a puzzle where it didn't belong. And most of us are doing some version of that right now, with a relationship, a plan, a version of ourselves that we can't let go of. I did the same thing with people that I loved, with an organization that I'd given decades to, with my own self-worth. But what I hope you're leaving with today is the reality that forcing something may not fail now, but it will fail later, somewhere else. And letting go isn't giving up. You don't have to force the next piece. You are allowed to set it down. Well, there you have it. No leftover pieces this time. Nothing to go back to and dig out that we have to fix. This puzzle? It's done. It's whole. Every piece exactly where it belongs. But I want to be honest with you. That's the puzzle, not me. I'm still a work in progress. I let go of forcing things, that's true. But letting go doesn't mean that the ache disappears. Some of these wounds are still open. Some of those wounds have left scars, and that's allowed. Letting go doesn't mean everything stops hurting. It simply means that you stop paying interest on pieces that were never going to fit anyway. Thanks for watching. If this episode found you at the right moment, I'd be grateful if you shared it with someone else who's rebuilding. And in the comments tell me, what's one piece that you're still trying to force? One word is enough. I'll respond to as many comments as I can. Oh, and one more thing. If you're in crisis right now, please don't wait. Call or text 988 for the National Suicide Prevention Line, or text HOME to 741-741 for the crisis text line. These resources are here for you, and you don't have to do this alone. Until next time, let's keep rebuilding, piece by piece.